Supper's not quite ready. You'll just have time to wash. Wash? Wash? Heh, I knew there was a catch to it. Why wash? Well, we ain't going nowhere. It ain't New Year's. Oh, maybe you have washed. Yes, maybe we have. And if where? You said where? Why? Last week, month, year. Why? Recently. Yes, recently. Oh, recently. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Why, Doc, I'm surprised. Come on, let me see them. Oh, bashful, my. Oh, worse than I thought. How shocking! Heavens me, this will never do. March straight outside and wash, or you'll not get a bite to eat.
You heard her, men. Wash up right now. About face.
Now, it was Katie's acting that made me finally click what you were referring to. Yeah, and then when you quickly took them away and hid them, it was very Disney animation. I was like, we're talking Snow White and the Seven Dwarves.
Course, the only appropriate version of that movie.
Oh, God. Oh, it makes me want to throw up thinking how many different versions there are.
With Chris Hemsworth and Twilight Lady, that was okay. It wasn't that bad.
Snow White and the Huntsman?
Yeah, no, it was all right.
I don't think I saw it.
Oh, Charlize is in that too, and it was all right. It wasn't.
There was the Lily Collins Snow White one too.
Yeah, isn't that Julia Roberts in that one?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's been too many iterations of Snow White, and it's like the first one was enough, y'all. The first one.
Yeah, but that was
1938. And it was perfect. Hi ho, leave this movie alone. Do 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 do. Hi ho.
No, did you guys ever watch Once Upon a Time?
I saw a few episodes
on ABC.
I watched like the first season, and I just couldn't get into the second season at all.
I was hooked on it for a while when it came out until they started messing with Mulan, and I'm like, nah, bro.
Didn't they bring Elsa into it too?
Yeah, they brought everybody, and it's that's like, so you know what?
Because that was when it came out, you know.
Yeah.
Pretty
crazy.
Yeah, it was getting too much. But Snow White was like one of the main characters.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember her name, but it got really convoluted.
Oh, that's the worst.
It was it was one of those shows that it needs to have an ending, otherwise it's just going to keep going on and on and on.
And they're just going to make the story more confusing and not make sense anymore.
It's like me and Chloe have been watching Lost, and Lost is one of those shows that they're like, you know what, this story, we have to finish it because it's the kind of story that it could go on forever, not making any sense. And if you don't have an ending to wrap it up, it's just going to keep going on. I think that's what happened. I think because they were both made by ABC. I think they have some of the same creators and everything. And it's like, this story could go on. You could just keep reintroduce new characters and all that, and it's just going to be the same story.
And that's the same thing with any show too. Avatar probably could have kept going on and on and on. You know, do the entire summer. You know, make it a longer season or whatever. But it's like, no, they need to have a conclusion, and that's so much better for every story. Everybody thinks that it just, if you end it and you end it well, bravo. Wish we could have said the same thing about Game of Thrones, but here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are. Anyways, welcome back to yet another episode of Bump That episode 167. If you don't know who we are, we've got Brian on the screen.
Women can't live with them. Meh.
And that's it. We've got KT somewhere on the screen.
Blueberry pie, hooray!
And I'm Ileana, your host, and we are siblings who have a love for all things nerdy, movies, video games, TV shows, and all things of that sort, and decided to talk about it here on the internet with all of you people, and here you are listening. So, welcome. We've got quite the show for you guys tonight, and judging from the opener tonight, this is going to be a very heavy Disney episode, okay? So, stay tuned for that. Lots of Disney news. Not news, like updates, I guess. And then just some other Disney things we're going to talk about. So stay tuned for that. The first thing Disney related, Moana 2. I am Moana is an enormous hit for Disney, grossing at $135 million. You wanted me to say dollars million? You tricked me up there.
That's
I see
what
you.
it says.
I see
in the
you.
Script.
I see you. What you tried to do. In 3 days. That's wild. And $221 million in 5 days. That's actually insane. So both numbers are records for Disney, but again, is it simply due to the higher ticket prices, or truly a record? I think it could be a little bit of both. I literally saw this movie twice in the same week. So, I mean, I saw it Wednesday and then I saw it Friday. So I helped bump those numbers.
It opened up on a long Thanksgiving weekend when people are like starving for family films,
Turkey.
quality.
Yes,
quality
family
turkey,
films with
no.
what I'll say, no wokeness. Okay, I know a lot of families were afraid that because of the trend that Disney has been going down, was this going to be a woke movie? And the answer was no. It had no
Thank the Lord.
ounce of any of that. And sorry, my tongue is yellow because I had a little candy. So I'm sorry if that's
No one brought attention to that.
I kept looking at it and I'm like, I'm sorry.
But hey, it's funny that you mentioned it. Okay, so the evidence is here, Disney. I hope Disney is listening. There are two recent movies that have in fact Inside Out 2, which is owned by Disney, and Moana 2. Both are sequels. Let's keep that in perspective. Both are sequels.
Yes.
Which they haven't been doing as well lately, but no wokeness. You've had records for both of them.
Yes.
They were both family friendly. They were both entertaining. Not perfect films, but dang it, it had exactly what we wanted. And I'm good with that. And it made you money.
It made you a lot of money.
Take notes.
Yes. Go back to the formula of simple stories.
Do you think then that if that Strange World, Ooey Gooey World movie, that if it wasn't
Peanut butter and
woke,
jelly roll,
and do you think that would have worked out then, or that movie was just bad from the get-go?
It still didn't have like a solid story, I feel like.
Well, and it wasn't marketed very well. It didn't tell you the story.
And it was like the characters also don't look as pleasing, if that makes sense. They look like boring characters you would see in like some animated TV show that you grew up with. That was like a random show, you know? They don't look like memorable characters at all. There is nothing about them that made them memorable. Like Maui is this big blocky character with all these tattoos and his fish hook, okay? That is memorable. Riley doesn't have to be memorable because she's just a blonde-haired little girl. You have the 5, the main, that are different colors, very colorful characters that are the memorable characters. You know them by their name and by their color. So that's what also gives them that memorability. But Strange World, they look like generic normal characters, like people.
Or do you think that, so right now, they're probably working on Frozen 3. Does this send a message? Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it. You know what you want to do.
You know you fools want to mess this up.
You know you do.
You're gonna cost yourself some money if you do it. So don't
what
do
I
it.
loved was I actually ran into a family from my school at the movie theater the second time I went to go see it. And it's a family of 3, an older daughter who's in middle school, and 2 of the younger boys who are at my school, in elementary school. And the older daughter was going with the mom to see Wicked, and the 2 little boys were going with the dad to see Moana 2. And I thought, that is so cool that this is still a thing that people can go do. Like, you split the family to go see what they want to go see and not go see it 2 separate times or something like that. I don't know. I feel like I
How are
haven't
they
seen
gonna
that
do
in a
that?
really long time.
Wicked is like 3 hours long, and
Yeah.
Moana 2 is 90 minutes.
Yeah, it's like an
Somebody's
hour and
gonna have to be
47,
sit
something like
waiting.
By
that.
the way, brother and sister,
Uh-oh.
siblings,
Yes.
I have been asked by quite a few people, some of them siblings on the show,
Okay. Hello, siblings.
on the channel.
The way you become a sibling on the show, by the way, is by hitting that subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, you are not part of the family. And we want you to be part of the family, so hit the subscribe button. Continue.
The question that I've received is which one of us is going to go watch Wicked and report
am.
on it so that they know.
I'm gonna go.
When are you
I'm
going?
gonna go. I'm gonna go see it Saturday. Taking the
Okay.
Okay,
girls.
I will let the
You
I
heard
will
it
let
here
the other siblings
first.
know.
You heard it here
So I'll
first,
come back.
siblings.
I'll come back with the review next week.
Oh, God
I'm
bless
glad
you.
one of us is going. I was not planning
Why?
on going.
Why? I've seen good reviews
I have
so
too.
far. Good word of
I have
I
mouth.
just
too.
don't care. I just don't
I
care.
don't like musicals.
I
I
I
love
think
musicals.
that
I just don't
I
care.
don't.
I think that Wicked suffered from bad publicity from its stars
Bad
talking too
press.
much.
Yes.
Yeah, just when they should just be like, "Oh, we enjoyed working together, blah blah blah," and that's it. Yeah, good process, and that's it.
You are the
You
light
know,
of the day.
and just let the movie speak for itself. So
If you know
yeah,
where
no,
that's from.
I'm looking forward to it just to
They're
see the movie.
nauseating,
Yeah.
both of them.
They're nauseating.
They
Just
are.
said under your breath, they're nauseating.
Just the sight of them recently, and I'm
I
sure they're
know.
quite lovely people when
They
they're on their
could
own.
be. Yes,
But
but you are the light of the day. Thank you so much for this interview. What are y'all taking? What are y'all on? You're scaring me. Yeah, I think it was really bad press. Ariana Grande was in that whole Ethan Slater thing. That messed it up a whole lot.
Ooh.
And then Ethan Slater, he's in the movie as well. You didn't hear about that?
No, I don't know who this is.
Ariana
Bro,
Grande,
where you
and
been? Like,
Ariana
let's talk
Grande and
March.
this guy.
Okay, so Ethan Slater, he is the Broadway SpongeBob. He is the guy who plays SpongeBob on Broadway.
Okay.
He is
What a turn on.
Yeah, he was also going to be. He's in Wicked. He is one of the characters in the movie. And Ariana and him met on set of Wicked. Well, Ethan Slater was happily married and had just had a son. And then Ariana and Ethan became chummy with one another. She met the wife and she met the kid and everything like that. Well, then they became too chummy and they became
Oh
a thing.
no.
And Ethan, without giving any warning to the wife, decided to cause a divorce. And the wife was completely blindsided. There's a little child involved.
Dang, are you
She went to the
serious, bro?
press. She went to the press too and was like, I can't believe he did this to me. We were perfectly fine. There were no signs of this
Wow,
happening.
this
And
sounds like such crap because it sounds like just marketing business, like just
it's
to drum
such
up,
maybe, possibly. And now Ethan
wouldn't surprise
Slater
me.
and Ariana Grande are a item. And then
Ew.
the Cynthia Erivo stuff as well, where she was, being, quite obnoxious, and that's all it was just obnoxious. It wasn't anything about her at all. It was just like really about the poster when people made the Wicked poster and they used the
Mm-hmm.
characters, and she went and was like, you are erasing me from this and everything. So all those drama and then all
You're
of their weird
erasing me.
Yeah, and then their weird interviews with one another, like their weird hand touching and all the tears and stuff. That caused a lot of like people to have a bad taste in their mouth, namely Katie. I gotta sneeze.
Then do it.
Phew.
There you go.
So, all that to be said, that's where a lot of that stuff came from, where people don't like their character, but not their characters. Okay. So, hopefully that didn't hinder anybody from going to see the movie. I'm not seeing the movie because I don't like musicals. So I know I just won't like it from the get-go. I do not like people musicals. They're not my thing. And also a really long people musical. No. No, thank you.
I will say
3
that
hours.
I can't do that.
Not tomorrow Thursday, but the next Thursday, Wesley and I are going on a hot date to go see Lord of the Rings, War of the Rohirrim.
War of the Rohirrim.
Yeah,
I
so
just
be
saw
on
the
lookout for that.
pictures of people on
I
the
don't
red
know.
carpet for that.
It looks weird.
You look weird.
Well,
It
hey,
looks
that's
too
good. We'll have
anime-y.
people. We'll have you
What's wrong with
guys.
that?
Because it's just the what's that word? It starts with an A.
Medium?
No, an
Aesthetic?
A. The aesthetic of sometimes of anime where they just make things look really dumb, and it's like,
Oh, I think this looks like fine animation.
It's top notch to
no,
me.
but like, no, the aesthetic, like, so, like, all of a sudden now dudes have like pierced ears. Like, where in Lord of the Rings previously have any dudes had like pierced ears? So
That's
just
what
like,
your
Good
critique
question.
is.
I have to think about this.
That's your
because
critique, though.
it's not aesthetically pleasing. That's what it is. It's
Okay.
that's what I'm talking about. Or it's like just like in Dragon Ball Z, whenever Goku and Vegeta put on earrings and they can then become one person, it's like, dude, that is so lame. Like, get the heck out of here. It's so
You
dumb.
lame.
It's not. It's so stupid. Might as well put on
No,
wedding
what's
rings and they
stupid,
become one
talking
person.
about Dragon Ball Z, is Gohan was supposed to be the savior of the world. He was supposed to be the strongest person, but he ended up being a total flake. And Goku's like, okay, it's all right, I got this, and he ended up still being
There's
the
a lot of
strongest guy in the
problems.
universe.
There's a lot of problems.
I don't like what
Sucks.
they did with Dragon Ball in making like all of the different Super Saiyans. I'm like, that's camp. Stop. It should have stopped
Oh
at
no,
Super Saiyan.
100%, 100%.
I'm like, why do we have blue
Yeah.
hair? Why do we stop?
Red and black.
We should have just stopped with the gold and been
100%.
like, that was it.
I'm
That is
waiting
a
for the
Super
green
Saiyan.
hair. Oh, and it just gets longer. It's yellow still, but it's just
my
longer.
gosh.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
didn't think
Super
it'd be
Super
possible.
Saiyan. Oh gosh, I hated that.
Super Saiyan.
I'm Super Saiyan. Super. It's like, stop. I am a fan of Dragon Ball Z. I watched it with my boys. I watched it as a kid. Wonderful. What did we do?
But I mean, when that
Cotton
happened,
candy hair?
weren't we like Joe Rogan? Like during the fight, when they did that. Yeah,
No,
I know.
I'm not,
Well,
because it's
anyways.
just, I mean, that's a whole another conversation. We could do Dragon Ball
Yeah.
Z and how
Yeah.
We're gonna have
good
to do
and
Dragon
dumb
Ball
it
Z
is.
sometime.
How
Yes,
good and
exactly.
bad it is.
Going back to Moana 2 and Wicked, okay? Moana did great. Wicked is also doing great, so good on them. What studio is Wicked? I actually don't even know. Is that Universal or?
I think it's Universal. Yeah.
You think so? I actually don't even know.
I think so.
Let's see, movie studio.
I just gotta check this out. Sky Studios. Oh wait, no, that's the
That was where it was filmed at. It's Warner Brothers,
Warner. Okay.
which makes sense. That makes total sense.
Oh yeah, duh.
Because
It's Wizard of Oz.
right?
That
Which
makes
more-
sense.
We talk about.
Well, I thought Universal because Universal Studios had some Wizard of Oz type stuff too. At one
so
point.
did Disney.
Yeah, that's true. All right. So, yeah, those things are doing great. We're going to see, I guess, in the following weeks how it ends. Yeah. So stay tuned for that. And Brian's review next week. Stay tuned for that one as well. But let's keep going on. Fairest of Who exactly? Disney's Snow White trailer is critically panned for being straight up nightmare fuel. Why?
Have you guys seen this trailer?
Yes.
The what's her face one?
The Ziegler one.
Gal Gadot as Evil
Yeah.
Queen.
Yeah.
And
I love this. Somebody said this was actually
West
kind
Side
of mean.
Story gal as Snow
They
White.
put Rachel Ziegler. Is that her name?
Ziegler.
Yeah, they put
Girl
Rachel
Ziegler.
and Gal next to each other, and they said, "So this is the fairest one of them all, and this is the one who's jealous." And they were like going
Yeah.
back and forth, like,
Yes. There's a channel that I've been glued to. It's called Disparu. Disparu. It's a British guy, and he rips apart Rachel Zegler in several videos. It is
yikes.
fun. It is the funniest crap I have seen in so
Well,
long.
everybody does
And
now at this point, you know.
Well, the way
Yeah.
he
kind of
the way
opens
that he
us up
does that
to
is that he takes her own words, her own clips, and flips it and just repeats what she says. And I didn't realize this, but when she was filming West Side Story, she is two things. I think I'm gonna get this wrong, Colombian and some other thing, and she played a Puerto Rican girl. And she's like, well, you don't have to actually speak the language to, be appropriate or,
Okay.
racially appropriate. And then she's like, but we're representing the culture well. And it's
Sure.
like, girl. And
Nobody
then I went
cares.
back and listened to, I never saw the movie, but I went back and listened to some clips of her actually speaking. I'm like, that is atrocious. Are you trying to tell me that's a Puerto Rican accent? Girl.
Well, she's from
No.
New
We
York.
are
like
some Puerto Ricans here.
Yes, that's not how it
New
goes.
Eurekan.
New Eurekan.
Not even New Eurekan. I know New Eurekans. That is not New Eurekan. That
It's
is
like
trash.
1950s New Eurekan.
Don't try to defend her. Do not try
I'm
to
not
defend her.
defending her. All I'm saying is in the trailer, they have a bit where she's like, "Oh, well, you're really opinionated, aren't you?" Like,
Yes.
Oh. She's clapping back at all of everybody.
No, that's part of the movie.
yeah, they're
Gal
like, because she
Gadot.
made such a name for herself for just constantly being in the news, always talking, complaining about something or God
Yes.
or whatever.
But the
They're
fact
like-
that they use that as a clip, that's a clapback.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
That's a clapback.
It's
Ridiculous.
trying,
And
it's trying to just drum up interest in the film.
Yes.
And it's like, I don't know.
No. And on top of all that, what I heard is that when they're referring to fairest, which this is a load of baloney.
It means
It's like when Squidward's like, this is a load of baloney. If you know the reference, you know. But they were saying in terms of using the phrase fairest of them all.
What,
They're
like personality?
they're using the word fairest as judgment. I am being fair to you. I am being fair to you. As opposed to how she looks.
What?
Oh my gosh. I am
Just
so
personality or overall likability.
Who is
you
the
know?
fairest of them all? Who's giving
I'm
out
so
equal
fair,
amounts
guys.
of M&Ms to the
Guys,
children?
I let
You
everyone
get
take their
5.
turn.
You
I let
get 5
everyone
M&Ms. You get
Who's
5
the
M&Ms.
nicest person? Who's
Exactly.
sweet and loving and kind
Exactly.
and who I want to hang out with? I don't understand.
This is
Oh my
straight from
gosh.
Ziegler's mouth.
This
Straight
movie
from
is going to
Zegler's
be
mouth.
such a dumpster fire.
It
Literally,
already
why
is
are they
dumpster
changing the whole
fire.
movie?
Well, we didn't even get to the whole trailer. So
No, we
the
haven't even talked about the dwarves.
The lot of parts of the trailer look like Facebook AI videos.
Oh
Yes.
no.
Yes.
Animals AI
No.
videos.
Oh my gosh. Like our mom's aunt posts, or not her aunt, or maybe her cousin or something. She's always posting these animal AI videos of like,
No, that's our aunt.
she's not our aunt. R is not our aunt. Her name is
R.
R. Starts with R. It's your middle name. She is not our aunt.
No, okay, I'm talking about our
No.
aunties.
I'm talking about this one cousin of mom's.
Okay.
She is always posting these AI generated animals, and I feel bad because she's always saying like, God is so good, and it's like, yes, he is, but that is not real. You can like see it like flutter and like change like how AI videos do, you know,
Yeah.
and like the background's all weird and changing. It's like that's not a real bird, and that's also not a real dog. I'm sorry to tell you that, but God is good. Yes. God is good all the time.
All the time. God is good.
God is good.
You know,
yes.
but I remember we were
Amen.
talking about this movie being made like right when we started our podcast like 2-3 years ago, and it's now
Mhm.
finally being released, coming out, and it's like you're telling me that you spent 200 million on this CGI.
Oh.
This CGI is so bad it makes a Marvel movie look like, the Ten
Oh
Commandments.
no. Oh my gosh.
Now I will say, if you want to watch something with amazing animation, it took $250 million to make. I just finished watching season 2. Arcane is astounding. The season 2 story wise was kind of meh, but the animation is unlike anything I've ever seen before. Out of this world good. So if you're in it for animation, go check out Arcane League of Legends on Netflix. $250 million, well spent.
It did really well in reviews. I saw everywhere people were like, this show was so good.
I don't think any episode in season 2 got below a 9.2 rating.
Wow, good for them.
Across the board.
Oh,
And then
back to Snow White. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
It is woke. So just go on with take that how you want, but animation wise, outstanding. But going back to Snow White,
Yes.
those 7 dwarves, more like
Yikes.
7 barf bags.
Oh man.
I'm not
Even-
looking
And
forward
it's
to it
like
at all.
they were
But even
all
their
up in arms.
voices.
They were all up in arms about not offending the little people community. And yet, it would have been more a service to them had they cast them and paid them and treated them correctly, as opposed to turning them into this circus
Oh no.
of freaks that we are being subjected to. That is what it is.
They don't even sound good. They
Who is responsible for this movie?
Rachel
Like-
Zegler.
No, but like obviously Disney, but who? Who is directing and producing this movie? Who is responsible for this movie?
Let's find out.
Because
it's a
your name
but
in
these
Hollywood is
movies-
dead.
but these movies aren't always solely on the director.
Well, it's like it's not the animator's fault.
The director
Mark
is
Webb.
there to kind of
Give a
keep
So
everything
then would you say
running.
this is the writer's problem?
I would say this is the boardroom of Disney.
Yeah, it's a studio problem.
It's a boardroom. They're like, let's make
So
this
Bob
movie
Iger?
appeal to everybody. I won't even say Iger. Iger is like, I mean, I think this movie was in production before Iger was back running Disney.
Yeah.
So this guy, what's his name again? Mark Webb.
that the-
He is known for directing 500 Days of Summer. It looks like he's
such a
produced
good
a
director.
lot.
Mark Webb is
Okay.
actually a very good director, and I love 500
But-
Days of Summer. He
but
did the
who's
Spider-Man
the
ones,
person-
the new ones.
Who's the person calling the shots, telling them, hey, this is going to be a movie about the women. This is not going to be a love story that involves a prince. The girl is able to take care of herself. Like,
Oh.
whose idea is that? The writer's idea? Who's behind that?
I don't know, when this movie was in
Whose
pre-production, because
idea was
again,
this?
a movie like this, it doesn't just happen overnight. It takes years to construct a movie like this. And
Clearly.
so I don't know if this movie was in pre-production during the high time of the woke stuff, and
Yeah.
everybody was like, Hillary's gonna be president. That didn't happen,
Yeah.
and everything,
But
So
it's like,
yeah,
but here's my other thing. They're able to change gears so quickly with movies. Okay. Like, think Sonic the Hedgehog. They were able to take out Sonic and input the new Sonic. Okay.
but that
That
still
was a quick
costs $80
change.
million though. That costs $80 million to change.
Right. But this is Disney. Disney has a crap ton of money. Okay. So they could make those changes that save the movie last minute. And they're choosing not to. They're still saying they're going to
Man.
go with these ideas and not save face at all. It's like you're still going ahead and your lead actress is being absolutely hated on the internet with no good PR right now. Where was their PR? She was not saved at all. Every time I see her mentioned on social media, people, this is horrible. They all comment, "Nice try, Diddy." So they don't like her. The everyday people, they don't like Rachel, and she does not have good PR right now. Gal also wasn't having great PR after a lot of those interviews from last year. So it's like, why are y'all not trying to save this movie? And then you release this trailer with a clapback, like whether it's intentional or not, it's there. And it definitely could be viewed as a clapback. Wow, you've got some opinions. Pardon? Are you insinuating that you're talking to us right now and that was your clapback to us, not maybe like an apology or something or anything else? I don't understand. So this movie is not going to be well received. I'm sure there are going to be some little girls and moms who go see this movie because it's Gal Gadot, it's Rachel, and she was in the Songbirds and Fire Snakes movie, whatever that Hunger Games one was. I don't know what it was called.
Fire Snakes.
I don't know.
The thing is, Disney,
I can't remember.
If they lose money on it, insurance kicks in and they'll make insurance money.
Well, Moana is saving their butt right now.
What's his name? Who plays Olaf again?
Josh Gad.
Josh, we need you.
Yeah.
Here, drop us a holiday special.
Oh my gosh.
Money.
Yeah.
No, Josh Gad is making Spaceballs too. He's
they can pick him up real quick for some voice acting.
And I'm fine with him being in Spaceballs too.
I'm fine with that too. But like I said, job security, okay? If this movie bombs, they're going to get whoever they need. The Rock, Dwayne, we need you right now. Make us some money. 100 mil right now.
Where's Chris Pratt?
Yeah.
Chris,
we need you. Okay? Literally.
No, Chris Pine, you had your chance with Wish.
Gosh,
get
that
out of
movie
here.
was so bad.
I'm
watching that. I think it was yesterday I put it on and I'm like, I don't like this movie. I don't like it at all. So anyways, Snow White. Ooh. When is it projected to be released? I forgot.
Sometime next year.
Okay. Well, thanks. Obviously it's not this year in December.
Who's gonna go take that bullet for the channel?
I mean, I like Snow White.
You've got two daughters.
Yeah, I was about to say I got boys.
I'll go see it. I'm just, I don't know.
I would go see Wicked before I go see that.
I would too. I would
Dang.
too. I would go see Wicked.
I'd go see Wicked 3 times before I go see that.
I'm expecting
9 hours.
the rabbits in this Snow White movie to look like Boingo.
Boingonian.
Yeah. Where are those types of movies anymore? We need movies like that coming back. Over the Hedge, Open Season, Hoodwinked. Where are those movies? Those trash movies that make you want to go to the theater, but it's still a good time. I remember you and Mom, KT, you and Mom called me. I was at a sleepover, and you were like, "We just saw Hoodwinked, and that movie was so funny. We were dying
you guys
laughing."
saw that in theaters?
They saw that in theaters.
And we took the rest of the family to go see it the very next day.
Yeah.
Where
I
were
didn't
you?
see it in theaters.
Oh, I just cracked my back.
Well, you might not. You might have already moved
Did
away.
I see it in theaters?
We
No.
went the very next day. We took everybody else, and we went and saw it, and we were about to pee ourselves.
I remember you came to the right goat.
Wait a minute, you spent like $5 to see this 80-minute.
I'd spend 15 again to go see it in theaters.
Better than seeing Snow White in theater. The Rachel Zegler. $15 to go see Rachel Zegler go, "I don't need a man," as Snow White. What? And to see little people
stupid haircut.
To see little people get abused on screen.
Her hair does look bad. She does have like
ugly.
She does have like the Lord Farquaad kind of hair going on.
Oh no!
He hoofed and he poofed and he put out an eviction notice.
A side note, Wesley and I went to a Halloween party a few weeks ago, and the homeowners,
Halloween?
there's a couple.
You mean like
it
a
was
month
like
ago?
the weekend after Halloween, and she was dressed like Fiona, I think, and the husband, instead of dressing like Shrek, he slipped on into a Lord Farquaad outfit, and it was the greatest thing. Tights and everything. The wig and
oh man, I should send you this Lord Farquaad meme I sent that I was laughing out loud the other day. I'm gonna try to
send
find
it to me right now.
Send it.
All right,
Yeah.
let's move on though.
Okay. All right. I love that we've been sending memes to each other, like me sending Brian the Jeff Goldblum one. Good stuff. All right. Disney Animation Studio new CCO Jared Bush. Don't let us down, Jared. The goal is to make timeless films. That's the goal. Do you think he can turn the tide for Disney?
Sent.
What is this? Why does he have that haircut?
That can't be real.
What is that hairstyle?
That's not real. That is hilarious.
That's so bad. So this guy Jared Bush, okay, new CCO.
Sorry, I gotta watch it too.
Why did he have that haircut?
For the video.
It's so
joke,
bad.
Man.
It's so bad.
Calm down.
Oh, he's like, get the guards.
Yeah,
Okay.
Do these people matter? Does Bob Iger matter?
Yes, he does.
Jared Bush matter?
They do. Yes, they do.
They do. They do. Because remember, there was a guy once upon a time named John Lasseter.
Oh, I remember.
Who was really good, but he just got too huggy and ruined everything.
Literally everything.
Yeah, I was watching a lot of Disney movies recently, and his name is on all of them, and then he just disappears.
Yeah,
they're not anymore.
If he wasn't such a huggy son of a gun, things would be a lot different.
Yeah, but no. Jared Bush is known for a ton of Disney movies. He worked on Moana 2, Encanto, Moana, Zootopia. Lots of stuff. So I think he can do it. I'm hoping he can do it. Speaking of Zootopia, though, we were talking about Once Upon a Time. The chick that played Snow White is in Zootopia. She's the one that plays
Jennifer Goodwin.
Yeah, that's it. Jennifer Goodwin. She plays
yeah,
Judy Hopps. It's kind of weird with this haircut right now. I don't know if I'm digging this haircut.
Oh yeah, that girl.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm digging that hair.
She looks cuter with the
No.
Rachel Zegler.
That's
No, I liked it when her hair was black and
That was-
short. Like it was
that
just
was
a
like
little
the
bit
Rosie
longer.
O'Donnell haircut right there, bro.
Ew. I screwed up tonight. I can't ever do nothing right. Every
Okay,
time I
Shakira.
walk around, I freak around.
Well, okay, so we've got this Disney Animation Studio guy coming in. Will that be a good thing for Disney? Time will tell. We'll just have to wait and see. Goodness gracious, please let it be a good thing. He said timeless films. That's what we want.
That's the goal.
Once upon a time, there was a guy named Katzenberg who ran Disney, and then he was like, "I'm gonna go start
cut those
DreamWorks with
ties.
Steve Spielberg," and then you have Shrek. Yeah, it's crazy.
And
It means all that stuff makes a big difference. It really does.
yeah, it's true.
Corporate from the head trickles all the way down to the bottom,
To the toes.
Stop
to the window,
trying to make movies
to the
relatable.
walls,
Make movies
to
that
the
are
sweat
stories.
drops down and falls. How these crawl.
Cockroaches crawl.
Oh, Disney, nee, mother trucker.
Anyways, moving on.
Let me see you
Dinosaur.
go.
Dinosaur, a feature coaster in Orlando's Disney World, is to remain open through 2025, but then will be taken out to make way for new attractions. Go ride it while you can. What is Dinosaur? I don't even know that ride. I've never heard of that before.
Do you remember the movie from like 2000?
Oh, I
Kingdom?
remember Dinosaur.
Yeah, it's in the Animal Kingdom.
Oh, that's
Okay.
why. That's why.
Yeah,
Nobody ever goes
so-
there.
I've only been once.
Dinosaur, you would hate it because you don't like roller
I
coasters.
don't like roller coasters.
It's not really a roller coaster, which is why I didn't put it a roller coaster. It's just a coaster. It's a ride, and it is very jerky, and it is.
When did this ride come to be?
Shortly after the movie came out.
Okay,
And-
so 2000s.
Yeah,
when Animal
and
Kingdom
it
was a thing.
yes, and
The
it
Animal Kingdom is still a thing.
yeah.
No,
It
nobody
is
goes there.
iconic.
And now it's going to be out of commission
torn
to make
down.
way for
Make
Wish
way.
the Ride.
Avatar
You
2,
would
the ride,
die.
the Way of Water
Well,
ride.
let's see.
No, Avatar is way on the other side of the park.
Yeah,
But
Avatar already
they're gonna
has
make
her-
the 2. They make Avatar 2. That's Avatar 1. and
It's
then
got to
they
be
make Avatar
Fire
2.
World. Fire
So
World.
we're gonna drown you, and you're gonna learn to swim with whales.
What
and
would
hold
they
your
do
breath
instead?
for
Make it the
minutes.
Good Dinosaur Ride?
No, they're taking out. I think they're taking out Dino USA. Dinosaur. Let me ride
Dinoco.
closing.
Everybody knows the
to-
dinosaurs aren't real, anyways.
Normally to make way for the Tropical Americas expansion.
Tropical Americas. Moana. Make way, make way.
I mean that could be it.
Get it? The song.
Yes.
It was in the
Tropical
song.
Americas.
Yeah.
Tropical means like the Caribbean Americas, not
Yeah.
Polynesian.
What movie would that even classify though? Like what would that
Well, sometimes it doesn't always classify a
Caribbean.
movie. No, that's in the Magic Kingdom. But the ride is so good. It really is. So the story, because of course it follows a story. The story is you're trying to go back in time to bring back one of the what's the iguanodon. You're bringing back an iguanodon like from the movie, and you land at the time where there's like a minute and some change until the asteroid comes down and kills out a life. And the guy is like, okay, we're looking for our dinosaur. And you're in this like Jeep thing, and it's jerking you everywhere. And you stop, and there are these animatronic dinosaurs. It's like, nope, that's not the guy we're looking for. And you go on, and it's really dark in there. and you have these like flashing lights that make it look like there's a storm coming, and you're like, there's not enough time, we have to go. So you're going, and it's twisting and jerking you around, and then of course there's this big T-Rex that comes at you, it's about to eat you, and you just nosedive down a bit, and then you finally make it back, and it's just really fun, really, really fun and exciting. Mom would hate it.
I hate roller coasters too, so I would not enjoy it.
Yeah, the big thing is that it's just jerky. Very jerky.
You said nosedive and you lost me.
It's not even a big nosedive. It's just...
You said a nosedive.
All right.
No.
Anyway, I'm sad to see it go. I love it.
Well, this will segue us into the chunk, okay? Talking about roller coasters, rides, and amusement parks. Okay, specifically Disney. All right, Disney needs some upgrades. Okay, so now we're entering the chunk zone. All right.
Chunky.
So what would be some things that you guys would... Brian, you were recently in Disney. I think most recent than any of us. Well, we're going to talk about what are some changes that we would like to see come to the parks because, all right, Disney, you know, it's got 100 years on its back now. It's got tons of, I don't know, the parks are not that old, but the franchise itself is 101 this year, which, let me just say, missed opportunity. 101
Dalmatians.
101 Dalmatians. What the frick, Disney? Missed opportunity. This should have been the year of spots. So, what the heck? Anyways, going back to the main point was, it's time for some overhaul. All right. Some of these rides are very freaking old. Teacups, Dumbo. A lot of these kids don't even know what Dumbo is anymore.
Aladdin's
the
carpet
nostalgia.
ride.
It
That's
is.
just
Boo,
the
Yes.
nostalgia,
frick
though.
that.
However, a lot of these rides are just ones that they're older. And maybe could use some rebranding. So what would you guys add or change or make new, you know?
May I start?
Please.
Okay. So it still has to retain that Disney magic, right?
Yes.
So what if we took out the tiki room, the tiki room with the birds that's in the Magic Kingdom right in the middle?
Yeah.
In, I think,
That is
Adventureland.
super old, like very 1950s.
It is ancient, and they tried to rebrand it years ago with adding more modern birds like Iago and Zazu, and it's just cringe and snores fest.
Yeah.
Back in the day, the history of the Tiki room is that it was an animatronic marvel when
Yeah.
it first came to Disney World. And everybody was like, whoa,
But
look at these robot birds.
Bro, we've all been to Chuck E. Cheese. We know what
Yes.
animatronics look like. Okay, the 90s hit us hard. Okay.
Yes. So here's what I would do. Let's take out the Tiki room. Okay. It's had its time in the sun.
Yes.
Let's make it into the Tangled bar scene. Let's make it the Snuggly Duckling.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
And just have a big old sing along in there. You just have the space.
I have a dream. You got some dreams. That just
Yeah,
wanna see the
do it.
floating lanterns gleam.
Do it. Add some more songs. Let them tell some stories. Let it be silly and ridiculous.
I'm
Like,
so on the
do
opposite
it.
spectrum. You're going like very old timey. I'm like Pizza Planet.
Oh, that's
Give
elsewhere.
us
That's on
Pizza Planet.
that's on another side of the park.
Yeah, that's true.
That's in Tomorrowland. This is in
Yeah.
Adventureland.
Because I'm like, oh yeah, okay, that would make sense. She goes on a grand adventure. So yeah.
So take out the Tiki room. and put
Animatronics
in
are
the
not a
Snuggly
marvel anymore.
Duckling.
We had Five Nights at Freddy's, okay? We seen it. We done it. We been there.
And then you can all, if you want to monetize it, then you can sell like outside. You can sell like different beverages,
Yeah.
non-alcoholic. They don't sell alcohol in Magic Kingdom, so you just have like malts. You know, like how in Universal they have the
Butterbeer.
Butterbeer. It's non-alcoholic. Do something similar.
Yeah.
Really market that, and then also sell like frozen treats. Like right there is also where you get Dole Whip.
Yeah.
Do something similar.
Like a Maximus dessert or something.
Yeah.
Like the yellow flower dessert
Let your
something.
power shine.
Yeah. Make the clock reverse. Bring back what is mine. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
so-
So I got some ideas, man. Bring me on that trip.
I got some idea. I still got
I-
'em, bruh.
I love Tangled, so I would be all over that, bro.
Yes, make it silly and ridiculous. But
Yeah.
that's just number one.
And
on
it
my
would be
list.
like the one place where you can always find Rapunzel, Flynn Rider. They'll
Mhm.
always be there. Not always, but like they will be there. Like
They-
you don't have to
they
go
do-
searching.
They do have their own section, like past It's a Small World, when the Peter Pan ride is on your left and It's a Small World is on your right. If you keep going straight, there's the tower and a little meet and greet area, but it's so tiny. Blink and you miss it.
That's another thing.
It's such a crime.
Can we get rid of It's a Small World?
No.
Can we burn it to the ground?
No.
No,
That is
you
the one
need
thing you
it.
cannot get rid of.
You
Why?
need it.
You need it.
Why?
need it
Money.
because it's a rest.
Merchandise.
It's a rest ride. It's a
It is.
air conditioning and rest ride.
Now you do wait forever to get on it, but
Can we
after
not update it and burn the little animatronics that look
no,
like
because they're
raise
amazing.
your hand, wash your hands, spank your face? That's what it feels like these days, okay? No. Get rid of those creepy little things. I want to go in there with a little Bic lighter and set them all on fire individually, okay?
Some people
Disney,
just
don't
want
come
to
for
watch
me
the
for
world
arson.
burn.
I don't live anywhere near Orlando, so it wasn't me if it happens, okay?
Oh my god.
But I have an alibi. But yeah, no.
okay, so
Update it.
so
Update it.
Let me ask you, if you were to completely take out It's a Small World.
No.
that-
No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
I'm
Okay.
not saying take it out. Take out, burn the animatronics, get rid of those old suckers, okay? We can make It's a Small World with the Disney movies that exist right now, okay?
Well, they
Take
don't
us-
use the Disney movies.
Exactly! It's Disney World! Why not? Why are they not using the Disney movies? We've
Because-
been all over the place.
They're just trying to use like people.
No. We have Mulan. We've been to Asia. We have been to Mexico with Coco. We have been to Scandinavia with Elsa, wherever the heck they're from. Okay, we've been to Andalusia with what's her face?
Andalasia with
Andalasia.
what's her name?
Giselle.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. We have been to the Polynesian Islands with Moana. All right, what the heck are we doing?
We've been to Italy.
Italy with Coco. We've been to Brand USA with Toy Story. Okay?
Brand you no, that was Al's Toy Barn.
I know I'm saying like Brandsmart USA.
Oh.
Where else have we been? We have been so many places. You know what? We've been to Africa with Mufasa. All right? Come on.
Hey, that's another trash movie that's coming out. Who's gonna go see that?
Ugh.
You can go take that one for the team.
I will gladly
Ugh.
take
I'm not seeing
I
that.
will take Mufasa if that means I don't have to see either one of those
I'm
two movies.
not seeing that movie. It looks so bad.
You know what? You need to start pulling your weight though. What have you seen besides Moana 2?
I saw Moana twice.
No,
Yeah, but that was probably actually pretty good.
that was actually
It was
kind of
good?
good.
But Mufasa looks
decent.
so bad.
It looks so bad.
It looks so
I hate it
bad.
already because the commercials say, "Hi, I'm Mufasa. Hi, I'm Taka." No. It's not right.
Are there
brothers.
any Lord of the Rings? Are there any Lion King things in Disney World?
Yes, there's a show at the Animal Kingdom.
Okay. At Pride Rock.
That nobody goes to.
And yeah, I think a lot of that is just at Animal Kingdom. All right, but does anybody
we've been to Canada with May May. All right.
Ugh.
You don't want, you never not on my mind. Oh my, oh my. You never not by my side. Oh no, oh, you never gonna make me cry. Oh cry, oh cry. So It's a Small World, burn it down and replace it with actual Disney characters.
Good grief. Okay, Brian, do you have any okay, remember we're trying to compete with Universal.
Do Lockies.
All right.
Do Lockies.
We gotta shut up.
All right. What I liked about Disney the last time is rides that innovate, experiences that are innovative. So, for example, the last couple times I've been at Disney World, we've been to Belle's storybook thing. On the surface, it sounds lame. You're doing a storybook, but it's cool because it's so interactive, and you get to hang out with Belle, and the kids get to take pictures with her, and it's so cool. And then they get the audience involved and everything. More stuff like that. It can be a lot of fun. And also you can sit down too. The old people get to sit down, snap pictures. Everybody loves just snapping pictures all the time. Keep doing stuff like that. Just find the characters that work with that. I think you keep talking about like the character experiences. Like,
Yes.
I think the first time we took the girls, they got to meet. They met Rapunzel and they met Tiana. They were like, "Wow!" I mean, they were just. And I was like, "Oh, mama!" But it was cool. It was neat. I kept my hands to myself. I wasn't a creepy dude. Like, oh, I'll take a picture with Rapunzel. Yeah, yeah.
No John Lasseter instances.
I once took a picture with. Oh, sorry, really quick. I once took a picture with Pocahontas, and I'm like, what do I do with my hands?
Hold a football.
Like this.
It's really awkward.
Just do this.
No, like
It was really awkward.
in the documentary for the Dallas Cowboys, they said that so that people don't touch them, they give regular people a football to hold, so they'll hold the football while they're posing with the cowboy cheerleaders.
That's so good.
So that's a perfect idea. So that way you don't get
Yeah.
some guy getting handsy or anything. I think it's a brilliant thing to do. But I just think those character things, I
Hand the
love
kid a
them.
magic wand.
I think they're just brilliant. And then you see videos of like where some little girl was dressed up as like the fish from Little Mermaid. Flounder, yes, thank you. And Flounder girl got to meet Ariel, and it was just like it was a whole
Flounder
thing.
girl.
Yeah. Or again, one of the best experiences I ever had at Disney was the laugh floor at Monsters Inc.
Yes.
I had the best laugh of the year doing that. I mean, I was gut busting. Just
That's so
more
fun.
interactive stuff like that. I think that nobody else does. I don't know of anything at Universal Studios like that. They have all the rides, the roller coasters, but I think Disney, they keep doing those kind of things that are different outside the box. Try to keep thinking
You have
outside
so
the
many
box,
characters. Utilize them.
Yeah.
For
I think
Universal, they don't have, to my knowledge, they don't have the same type of character meet and greets. They are there. I've had my picture taken with Rogue and Storm, as well as all of the Simpsons, some other folks, but it's not the same because it's kind of random. You don't quite know who's going to be there. Whereas with Disney, you know the characters, you know who to expect, and you're like, when you see them, it's not like, oh, look who that is. It's, hey, it's Bada Bada.
Yeah.
So
can I give one of my other
yes,
suggestions?
please, because I'm trying to refrain from just spewing. Go.
The Hall of Presidents. Get rid of that boring crap. Oh my gosh.
I like it.
I remember going in there. Of course you would like it. I go in there, I'm like, why am I in here? Hate that room.
To grab a quick nap. That's what it is. It is good during the summer when you just need a quick air conditioning.
No. Make it better. That's so boring. Oh my gosh. I remember my cousin was taking pictures of
Oh, the presidents
My-
start getting in a fight.
my principal.
19th century presidents versus 18th century presidents.
My
Fight,
cousin was
fight,
taking
fight.
pictures of everything and she was having the time of her life. Meanwhile, I'm looking at it, I'm like, can we move on? Oh my gosh.
I think it's actually one of the 2 places in the United States that has the Great Seal on the floor. The Great Seal of the United States on the floor.
And why
Which is
is it at
interesting.
Disney World?
Because it's Disney World.
What
and
does it have anything to do with Disney?
It's American.
Oh my gosh. So is McDonald's. You don't see a president seal at McDonald's. Golly. So is
Dang.
Starbucks.
Okay, so may I
Wait, really quick.
continue? Oh, go.
Because I know you're
go.
gonna have a spew coming out. But really quick, the things that I remember the most going to amusement parks, like when we went to Universal Studios as kids.
Yeah.
I remember like the Rocky and Bullwinkle experience where they came out. They did like a whole show and dance. I'll never forget it. I thought it was so cool. When we did they did Ghostbusters where they drove up in the car when you were waiting in line to go see the show, and then they did the show thing that was cool. And then they had like Blues Brothers also come drive their car. That was neat. I just think keep doing stuff like that. It's just that I don't know. That's the thing that I think
That's
makes
that
the
interactive
memories.
stuff that I think is missing in a lot of the parks.
Well, and with their rides, especially the new Guardians of the Galaxy ride, what they're trying to do is, because their lines are so freakishly long, is have little things that you can do while you wait in line, as opposed to the now archaic Buzz Lightyear ride, where it's that ride where you sit in and you have the little laser light and you're trying to shoot
Yeah.
the targets, which
Dude,
that
I
is
dominate,
so
bro.
archaic compared to what they have at Toy
Men
Story
in Black
Mania.
had that, you know.
Yeah, but Toy Story Mania does it way better. Buzz Lightyear is tiresome. You're waiting in line in this very claustrophobic room, and when you get to the ride, it's actually very lackluster, and there's nothing to do. It's easy to get bored. It's easy to just play games on your phone and then be out of the immersion is gone.
Yeah.
So they're trying to fix that with giving like little mini games while you're in line and things to look at and things to interact with as you're progressing through the line, which makes time go a lot faster. So they need a lot more of that in addition to more updated rides. Absolutely. Especially if they're going to have more rides like Ride of the oh my gosh,
Rise of the
Rise of the
Resistance.
like, am I having an aneurysm?
Featuring Star
Rise
Wars.
of the
Yes.
Resistance. That is an incredible ride. There's so many layers to it.
But it's one of those rides that everybody wants to get on as soon as they get at the park, and so the time goes up to like 3 hours quickly.
Yeah, and so does Tron. Bless you, if you can even get on Tron.
So does the Avatar rides as well.
Yeah.
All of those Avatar rides.
Yeah. So
Avatar Aang?
No.
That would be at Universal. They should totally do that at Universal.
Yeah, let's all ride on
We have it at Nick Studios here in
Yeah, you guys have it up in
your Mall of
Minnesota.
America.
Yeah.
It's because you guys got Nickelodeon World over there.
Yep.
We should update that park. Let's update that. Let's tear
It's
down
been
the Mall of
updated.
America and just put a whole park right there.
Yeah, they actually had Korra on the wall at one point, but also that was 10 years ago.
Screw Korra. But yeah, that's what they should do. But as far as another roller coaster, they need another roller coaster. Oh, did you hear that they're taking out the Aerosmith ride legit roller coaster. They're not taking it out, but they're rebranding it to fit the Muppets, and the Muppets 3D is being taken out.
Dang.
Interesting.
Brian, surely you remember the Muppets 3D show
Oh,
at Hollywood
absolutely.
Studios.
Oh, heck yeah. I love that stuff,
Yes.
dude.
So they're
I
taking that
love it.
out. I hope they keep the Miss Piggy fountain because that is glorious. If you don't know what the Miss Piggy fountain is, go look it up. It is amazing.
Cute.
But they're gonna take out the Aerosmith part, and they're going to make it Electric Mayhem.
Okay, well, think about this too. Disney is now competing with another park as well, Nintendo World. Okay, and Nintendo
That's
World
part of Universal.
is brand spanking new.
Yep.
All right, so that's a lot of competition that they've got that is going to be taken away from their sales. So Disney, you need to utilize your characters instead of just making it America. Okay, people watch your movies for the characters. All right, so hop on it and make them the relevant characters. I'm sorry, Dumbo's got to go. Dumbo's got to change into, instead of an elephant, he's got to change into
Fortnite.
Yeah, the Minecraft movie.
But they should have also a Finding Nemo ride. They've got Finding Nemo the musical, which is
somewhere.
If you haven't seen Finding Nemo the musical,
sea.
go freaking watch it.
Where's
it's on
that
YouTube.
At? Is that at Animal Kingdom?
It's in
too?
Animal Kingdom. Yeah.
Well, dude, nobody goes
Animal
there,
Kingdom,
bro.
Nobody goes to
Animal
Animal
Kingdom is a gem, but nobody believes me because nobody takes me with them. I will gladly go and I will show you.
I spent exactly 3 hours in Animal Kingdom, and that was strictly to go to the Avatar ride and the Bugs Life show. Those were the only things I did in the Animal Kingdom.
So, in addition to Finding Nemo the musical, which is Chef's Kiss,
I don't like musicals.
You would like this musical. You should have Crush's ride, like some sort of roller coaster, a legit roller coaster, flips and everything.
The
where you ride little turtles. Yeah,
the current.
Make it Australian.
The Australian current. Hey, and then that's another place that we've been. It's a small world. Australia.
Man.
Wallaby Way, Sydney. Oh. We've been there. My favorite about that movie and that scene specifically is when the little silverfish guys are talking to Marlin and Dory, and they start making fun of Marlin.
Blah, 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 blee, blee, blee.
Dory's laughing. That is so perfect. They're like, dan, 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 ba, dan, 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 and she's like, ha, 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 ha. That's a great laugh there. I love that laugh. But yeah, we've been to Australia. Boom. We've hit all of the major continents in the world.
Just wait till the Elio
March
movie
of the
comes
Penguin.
out. Just wait till Elio comes out. Elio is gonna be the best Disney movie of all time, guaranteed. All right, and we're gonna have Elio World, and it's gonna be like, oh my gosh, this is gonna
Elio World.
reinvent Disney, dude. Kids are gonna
what
be
they
like,
need to-
oh yeah, I can't wait to go to Elio World.
What
yeah,
they need
I'm gonna
to
wear
do,
an eye patch,
and
bro.
I
Now
make
I'm
no
cool. Now I'm a
apologies to
bad
Sarah.
A. Yeah.
I make no apologies to Sarah Dunn for this. They need to in Tomorrowland they have It's a Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow. That is the dumb of all the rides in Disney World. Worse than the Tiki Tiki Room. Worse than
That's
the
not even
Hall
a
of
ride.
Presidents. It's not. You sit in a theater and it's like, oh well, it's the 1930s and things are hitting pretty hard. And
Guys, Walt is dead. You don't have to appease him anymore.
He's not dead.
He's
frozen.
dead.
and, oh,
He's
it's
frozen.
the
He's not dead.
1940s and the war is raging on, but we've got high hopes. Mom is making her famous cornbread right now. Sure smells good, sweetheart.
Okay, while you're talking.
We do. We do. And
We
and then
do.
it rotates. The room.
We do.
The
Or,
stage rotates.
or this happens.
Yes. You look around and that's what's going on. Literally. That's where all the old people go to take a nap. And then the stage rotates and it's the 1950s and the Cold War is well on its way and things are getting pretty dicey, but oh, hey Dad, can I go to the sock hop? Or are you going with Billy? Oh, yeah, but he sure is swell, Dad. Can I please go? Well, if you're back home by 9 o'clock, dear.
Ugh.
Yeah, I swear it's like that. And then it's talking about the
Wait,
different
we don't
inventions
swear.
that's going on,
We don't
that's
swear.
been invented
Who are
in that
you, Mom?
decade. And then it rotates again, and it is. Take that out and put in. If you took that out and put in Elio is the greatest thing since sliced bread, I will be beyond thrilled because at least it'll be new and
Yeah,
not
that's so bad.
boring.
Yeah, guys, Walt Disney's dead. It's okay to change some things. It's okay. It's okay. That's the thing where I'm glad you just said that they're changing the Aerosmith ride to the Muppets. Why is it
got it.
Aerosmith?
I got it. I got it. Here we go. Here we go. We're gonna get. I got it. Here we go. DuckTales world. You want to swim in money? How would you like to swim in money?
Nice.
All
Yeah.
right. I'm
I'd
not
like to
done.
swim
I'm
in
not
some
done. I'm not
money.
done. I'm not done. Goof Troop world. How would you like to fall 5 stories and not die? Okay. Okay. All right.
Dance with
Wait, I'm
Power.
not done. I'm
Hey,
not
you
done.
may be onto something.
I'm not done. I'm not done. All right. Here we go. Darkwing Duck world. Okay. You dress up as your favorite Mallard superhero and go driving around Cape Canard, you know? Oh, and by the way,
Mallard.
special guest Jim Cummings is there, the genius who does all the
Every single
Disney
day.
voices.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Every day Jim Cummings is there. He's got,
every
what is
day
that
Jim
called? A
Cummings is there.
residency.
Yeah.
I'm
What,
Darkwing Duck.
yeah, what else? What else?
100
Um,
Acre Woods. Like, guys.
no,
They
they have
have a
a
Winnie the Pooh ride.
They
But
have a
It's in
that's
the
Winnie the
Magic
so
Pooh
Kingdom.
ride.
old
No,
now.
it's newish. It's newish, and
But
I
what
love
kids
it.
know
Yeah.
about Winnie the Pooh these days?
You watch your mouth, ma'am.
It's for toddlers.
You watch your
Maybe.
dirty mouth.
But what kids know? We need Bluey.
Yeah, they do.
Because
They would
I'm
probably
sorry.
have. They would probably have Bluey at Disney Springs.
Where's Cricket Green from Big City Greens?
Oh my gosh.
What else?
Golly.
What else? I know there's some more.
Well,
Oh no, Brian, you're forgetting. Tailspin. Take a ride
I
on
thought
that
about
plane.
Tailspin. Yeah.
I have a picture with
Cloud
Launchpad.
surfing? Oh yeah, cloud surfing sounds a lot of fun.
oh, wait a minute. I got some more for It's a Small World. We've been
Lord.
to India with the Cheetah Girls. Okay.
Okay,
we've
we've also been
Yes.
to India in frickin' the Jungle Book.
Yeah. And we have also been to South America in Up. Okay.
Venezuela. You want to bring Venezuela into this?
AKK. So, It's a Small World, burned to a crisp. Okay. We're going around the country, around the world
Wait,
with the
and
characters we have.
then we go into like, man, we can get deep, dude. We're gonna be Black Cauldron World, okay? Nobody's even like, we're gonna go to like,
summon
it's
demons.
gonna be evil. Fantasia World, we're gonna go.
Hey, that could go in the villains world. That could go in the new villains thing.
Literally, a mountain changes into the devil.
Excuse me. We've been to the city of Atlantis, okay?
Oh my gosh.
We have also been to Peru, all right? We saw Cusco and his family, okay? That is all.
You forgot Tarzan.
Where is he from?
Africa, where gorillas live.
Actually, I mean, I don't think he was born in Africa. He just lived there.
He's
Okay,
Was he-
he's from Africa.
he was born in Scandinavia with Elsa because he's Elsa's brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, technically.
That's
Yeah.
the rumor.
Yeah. Well, anyways, let us know down in the comments what are some of your things that you would alter or add to
Operation
Disney World.
Dumbo Drop, the ride.
What does that mean?
It was a live action movie in the 90s.
Disney movie.
Dumbo Drop?
Can we have that right next to George of the Jungle? Please.
Oh, there you go.
I want a naked Brendan Fraser in a loincloth. Just
Wait, you want a naked Brendan Fraser? So right now, naked Brendan Fraser?
He's getting back in shape. He's getting back in shape.
He's got his residency as well as Jim Cummings. Very good. Let us know down in the comments what you would like to see added to Disney World. We would love to hear about them. We've got Brian somewhere on the screen.
The whale.
We've got KT somewhere on the screen.
In Pixar World, add The Incredibles, where you ride the Incredimobile.
Bum,
Go if you. Oh Lord, Wesley. Right. I'm used to saying, "Oh Lord, Wesley." Don't.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Help us all.
We've got KT somewhere on the screen.
You just said that. Yeah, Incredibles. In Pixar World, there's a whole area dedicated to the Incredibles. Just do it.
And Elastigirl.
Stop.
Elastigirl.
Yeah, no one's allowed to touch that girl. And I'm Ileana, your host, signing off on yet another episode of Bump That. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we shall see you in next week's episode. Hi, Mom. Bye.